guys, it is Mary.
And Emma.
We invite you to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below, y'all. Today we are going to be talking about Gwendlyn's review of season 17, episode 5 of Sister Wives, you guys. And really, it was interesting, especially when it came to the questions, because apparently there was a whole segment really where people were just asking questions about Robyn.
Yeah, and this episode was about Isabel's, the family coming together.
Yes.
To, I guess,
celebrate her
going
away.
And going away.
Yes.
All together, tied into one. And Isabel, of course, is like what? I know they compared her to like a pixie fairy, or I think she compares her when she was much younger.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah. And she gets along with everyone.
Yeah.
But Gwen
but that's how Cody described Christine when he was trying to get them all necklaces. Yeah. He called her an ethereal fairy.
Exactly. So I think Isabel probably is a reminder. And that's what I thought, actually. When I see Isabel, to me, she is such a reminder, I think, of who Christine used to be and who she remembers herself to be.
I'm sure.
And that's why I think, I'm sure as she watches Isabel growing up, she sees herself so much in her, and then she's thinking, I used to be like that. Yeah. Before I was broken. Let me get the hell out of this place.
Yeah. Followed in her mother's footsteps. I'm sure she realized what my mom was going through.
Yes.
I can understand
I was
completely.
judging my mama, but
I know.
Shoot.
Who knew history will repeat itself with me in the middle of the whole drama?
I better get the hell up out of here.
Get out of Dodge,
and
honey.
go grab some of my pixie dust.
But
and give it to someone else who's going to appreciate me.
Hello.
And who will be my soulmate. Shoot.
Yes.
We know Cody found his soulmate.
Yeah.
I don't know about Robyn, but Robyn was not in search of her soulmate, but she was in search of it. She did find what she was looking for.
I thought you were about to say sugar daddy, but
no, she was in search of something, and she did find what she was looking for.
Someone to take care of her kids.
Well, she found what she was searching for, the stability, and she got it. I'm not knocking her hustle.
But there was also a part where they were talking about Meri, and Gwendlyn was like, why would Cody tell Meri to move down to the Airbnb? It sounded like he's trying to get rid of her. Yeah. No, it can't be. No, I don't think he's doing that. I think there was just a miscommunication, because, that would just be awful. Yeah. I hope it's a miscommunication. Gwen, we done told you to stop watching the show. It gets worse. Now, don't start watching from season 1 now.
I know, it does get worse.
But yeah, Cody was definitely trying to get rid of Meri, because my thing is, even if you guys are not quote unquote together or whatever anymore, why would you tell her to move away? Yeah. Because still technically you're still in this spiritual covenant. You haven't told her, oh hey, look, this is completely over. Yeah. Please get the hell on. You have not done that.
And is it okay? This is what the question I have for Diana. That's the subscriber,
Diana.
Right? If the man tells you to leave, but you don't want to leave because you want to be in the celestial kingdom with him.
In heaven.
Is it fair for him to tell you to leave and you stay anyway?
I think it's just very weird that the man gets to decide. I just think, you know what it's like?
He always said that they could leave whenever. But with Meri, and when we talk about Mykelti, what she said,
I cannot wait to break that one down.
This has been going on for a while, and that brings us to what we said. Remember, I think it was season 5 or season 6, when he said, let's sit on the no.
Let's sit on the no.
And you were saying...
season 6, episode 8, shout out to Jamie Wangler, who found it for us.
Yes, and Meri was saying, this way, you said it all the way back then. You said, it seems as though this is a time he removed his weenie from her.
Absolutely.
And was like... I'm done with you. We are no longer married. In his mind, anyway, way before the whole catfish stuff. Yeah. Way before that, he removed himself from Meri. Right. I of course, now we're getting aware that Meri has done some things and stuff like that. But on this front, I just feel that, okay, whenever you became aware and you of the abuse that the children, you became aware that Meri had done these things to the kids, and we still don't know exactly what it was, but we know it was more than the verbal, right? allegedly.
Yeah.
Because, you know, which I personally believe the children.
Yeah.
But even if that was the case, this is my problem with this. Whenever one spouse, you're saying, go on, it's over, this and that, right?
Yeah.
I think it's good to let the person know and don't have them hanging on.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Meri was saying that up to when they got to Flagstaff, he was still making her believe that they were working on things.
Well, that's that manipulation that
yes.
he did to get them to all go to Flagstaff
I just don't
dating.
I don't think it's fair. I really don't. On that aspect, I don't think that was fair to Meri. You know, because it's like you led her on.
Yeah.
And I do believe he led her on so that he could get all of her money for his house.
Yes, that is $1 million house.
That money
I'm sure
that she got from her, the sale of her house from Las Vegas, he wanted that money for his, I think they said the house is almost $1 million for the price of that home. And
because it took Robyn's money, it took Mary's money, and then it took half of Janelle's. So that house is it's a $1 million house because it was $400 for Robyn, it's $400 from Meri, and then half.
I think they sold the homes. Wasn't it 300 and something thousand? But still, that would bring it up to almost 800,000.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Or 900,000.
Right,
it's not
so it's
far
almost
off.
$1 million. And I just feel like that's why he kind of dragged her on.
Absolutely.
You know, and I just feel it's wrong. And maybe yes, he kind of makes himself feel okay with it because he's like, well, Meri has done a lot of things, so I guess she deserves this. No, she doesn't. You need to be honest and you need to be kind. But then you need the religion though, right? Then you remove her from the celestial kingdom. Then what happens to her spirit? But what happens to her afterlife? So that's what I wanted to ask Danielle.
But this is also my issue, though, because then I'm like,
because Meri
well,
still
really, if you leave it up to the man, it's really almost like you're putting a God besides God. Because if you're saying that the only way for you to get to the celestial kingdom is through this man staying with you, and if he decides to tell you to get on, I don't want you anymore, then you basically quote unquote like go to hell, or you don't get to go to the celestial kingdom.
Well, that's why
so it's like it's through the man you get to go to heaven and you meet God. So isn't it kind of like you're putting a God besides God? Like, isn't that what that is?
No,
I don't know. That's just how I'm seeing it. I could be wrong.
I see. But you know, I'm thinking
because like the man determines your faith. Because what happens to Meri?
Well, that's why she never left, because she's saying you're not going to get me out of my celestial heaven. Whether you tell me to leave or not, I'm not. I'm going to stay with you regardless. We're going to die together in this situation.
Well, they're now divorced, so that didn't work.
That's why I'm wondering, why did she accept it this time? Was it because she actually saw him, how he had told everyone? Was it an embarrassment that she says, okay, I just have to let him go now?
I just don't know what happens to these women when the men, because I mean, Cody has said it, that men will get up and leave 5, 6 wives and be like, I've never been loved, so I can't be with you. Let me go find my happy. Crazy. Yeah. You have created maybe 30 plus kids. You have 5 or 6 wives. Let me leave them now because I don't feel loved.
But isn't that what we've been talking about when we?
Well, we said it wasn't a spiritual. We said it was ego. Yeah. We did say that.
But we've been talking about it even with some of the shows that we've done on P. Diddy and all of these other
yes,
who go and have all these different women, right? They're looking for love, but you can't find it in the bodies of these women, because the love really starts from self-love. Yeah. A lot of them don't actually even love themselves. They don't recognize what love really looks like, because they don't love themselves. Yeah. And because of that, they're not going to draw in that love vibration. Yeah. That because true they themselves love. Are not filled with love. No. And that's why Cody can't really show that love to his wives. Right. The way they should. And the more we get into this and listening to some of Mykelti stuff, it's almost as if he got married to you stuff. But we will go more into that
Yeah.
But let's continue with Gwen.
Let's talk about Robyn, because there was a question where someone was asking, well, apparently Robyn and Brianna had gone into the trailer and they had said some snarky comments. And they had asked Gwen, well, how do you feel about that? Are you offended by them being so rude about it?
They said that Savannah, when they went into the RV, the place that was supposed to be for Savannah, they're like, oh, is this going to be for the doggies? As if to say a human can live there, I guess. And then when they went to the bathroom, they were like, this is like a foot bath. I don't even know what a foot bath looks like.
My thing is, I just feel like...
Because when I have a pedicure, I put it in the... I mean, I saw the bathroom. It's bigger than a foot bath.
I just feel like at this point, you guys know why Janelle is moving on to the RV. She wants... I mean, even if you don't know all the ins and outs of it...
You're in a big-ass house.
You're in $1 million home.
She's going to be in an RV.
Please be quiet. Like, actually,
and Robyn
be quiet.
Correct your children because you're standing right there.
Well, Robyn also is the head honcho of being an asshole. So you can't expect much from her. She is a serpent. She has proven that in this family. So absolutely. I'm not shocked that her kids were acting like that. Yeah. We are going to give them some grace because they're kids or whatever. But I just feel like some things you just don't say.
No.
And some things you just don't do, especially when you are quite privileged with your living in a house with your mom who has worked very hard to rule this family to get everything that she has. Mm-hmm. So Janelle's moving there onto the RV. Like, I personally would not have even done that, even if I was one of Robyn's kids or whatever. Like, if me having common sense, I just wouldn't say that, because obviously this woman is moving here. I would never do it. So I'm going to be very sympathetic to your situation. Like, damn. Yeah. You're moving here just because you want to get your house built. That's sad.
And Brianna
and I'm
is
here
18.
Living.
She's also 18 years old.
Yeah, so she's not a kid for real.
Like,
she's a teenager.
There's
just some things you don't say, like just out of common sense.
Adults.
Common sense. But I'm going to blame Robyn. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to blame the kids too much. I'm going to blame Robyn, because Robyn has not really done her part as a mom.
And Aurora,
she sits down there
you
gossiping.
Corrected your sister, like you're the older sister too. You
like, girl,
her.
let's not go there.
It's not for the dogs. It's for Savannah, actually.
Obviously, that.
It's much bigger than the two little dogs.
And that would be too damn big for a dog. So I just felt like that was kind of rude. Mm-hmm. But Gwen is like, that is rude. She was like, well, I don't know why they were acting that way. Maybe they weren't having a good day. But
she was like, it's not out of the norm.
It's not out of character for her to treat people like that.
Way, yeah.
I mean, but isn't Brianna the first one? Isn't she the one?
No, she's the second one. Who you said was just like Robyn, because the way she cries and stuff.
Was it Brianna or was it Aurora? Because it's one of them that be having panic attacks.
No, that's Aurora. Brianna was the other daughter who you said looked like Robyn. You said this one seems to be just like Robyn. In one of her confessionals, remember she was crying because her mom was in COVID. The mom was in the hospital because of COVID, and she was crying and all this stuff. And you're like, oh my God, this one she seems to be the most like Robyn.
At first, when the show started, I used to say that it was Aurora who was acting like the mom, and then I said it's Brianna who's acting like the mom. Because I remember when she was sitting down there, and this is the oldest daughter. She was crying when Cody had put that.
That's the youngest.
No, I'm talking about the first one. The first daughter that she had. She was there crying. She used to cry all the time in the beginning seasons, just like her mama.
Yes, she was.
But I did see some real tears, so I'll give her a break.
Yes.
But there was this time where they had this really fucked up picture of Cody with the little kids, and she was crying like, oh my God.
Oh yeah. That was.
I was like, right. Child, please, that is some creepy. That's some creepy shit. I don't know why you hear crying. That was too much. So I thought she was acting like her mom, but I think it's now has reversed, where the second youngest is now acting like her mom.
Yeah, Brianna.
I don't know. It's just too much. But that is unfortunate. That's how they are acting. But I mean, when you have Robyn as a mother, you can't expect much.
And it seems as though she likes them that way.
Oh, and apparently Robyn does not trust the sister wives or their kids to be around her kids.
I think she was just, maybe she was not just, I think Robyn, first of all, has never liked Christine.
No.
So if she doesn't like Christine, she doesn't like her kids.
No.
Okay? And I also think that whole little soliloquy she gave about what am I going to do with myself and all this foolishness, and are you not going to be friends? And,
she's treating you like dirt from the beginning. And that's the relationship you have with her. I need space.
We need space.
So, I mean...
I think Robyn is upset about that. So she was like, where's Saul? Where's Saul? Well, Cody was like, Saul, where's Saul? Where's Saul, Robyn? Because, he's so dramatic. Weird. Remember when he was going to go hug Truly and he was like, only me. I can see Cody being like, where's Saul? As soon as Saul left. And Robyn's like, Saul?
Well, also, I feel like the reason why she does that is because she has to keep up this whole act of like, oh, I need this nanny because I can't trust these kids. No, not the kids, but I can't trust the mothers. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Then also this whole thing about how Robyn allegedly saved the kids' lives because Meri was abusive. I'm not going to do that because I think it's true. Yeah. But I think that's maybe why. So she had to keep up this whole act like, oh, you can't be with Saul because I don't trust you.
The kids are abusive?
I don't know. But Gwen did say she collects knives and swords and stuff. Which, I mean, obviously, I would not be having my child in a room where there are swords and knives and stuff. Oh, yeah. Personally, I just wouldn't.
He probably just wants to go see them. It's not like she's going to give it to him to touch and let us come and play.
Yeah, I know, obviously. Collection.
There are people who collect knives.
I know, but there was also a show on Evil Lives Here where this little boy was collecting knives and he tried to kill his mom with a knife. So all that, energy.
Angelina Jolie collects knives.
Well, she has always been weird as well. I mean, she was drinking blood, for goodness sake. So, anyway, back to what I was saying.
The shade is real.
No, but I mean, it's not shade. I mean, it's a fact. We all saw her with Billy Thornton, that man who looked...
No, you didn't. I told you about that. You were too young.
Well, then I went and I looked on Google and I saw the pictures and I was like, my God, what is happening here? I was like, what is happening here? But, I mean, personally, I just would not. I mean, yeah.
She's a Gemini, like
I love it. She is a phenomenal actress. Love her. But I mean, she has. I mean, she used to. What is it? She used to mark herself and all that stuff. So she's had her times. Yes, she has come out of all that.
She's matured.
But I mean, no. I've seen. I think you know what it is. I think I'm scarred from all the Evil Lives Here. I've seen too many things and I've heard too many things. So now I'm like paranoid.
There was a time for myself where I was thinking about becoming a knife collector or a gun collector. There was a time that I was just interested in being very good, either being a knife thrower or being very good at using guns.
Was that when you were doing Taekwondo?
No, this was Shotokan, you mean? But no. This was after.
Well, I can see why.
However, your dad did not want those kinds of things in the home. Lucky for him. We don't condone violence on the show.
No, we do not.
But it was something that I was just interested in. To just have, I don't know what it is. It's just to have, not power, but just, especially as a woman, to be able to
defend yourself and everything.
Those kinds of things.
Yeah,
right?
Makes sense.
Know how to... And I guess that's why I also admired Angelina Jolie,
Yeah, she is a badass.
I was actually really thinking about that and stuff like that. But anyway.
But was that everything with Gwen? Because they told about Robyn how she didn't trust the kids and everything and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I feel like it's just an act.
But you were saying something about Gwen that you, in looking at Mykelti, you felt like Gwen wasn't as...
Oh, because apparently... My goodness.
Okay, she talked about her depression and her meds. Yeah. She was on meds when she went there, and she said that there was a moment during Isabel's stuff where she went to the corner and cried. Yeah. And I was just thinking that we haven't really seen any of the children during this whole, apart from Truly, we haven't really seen the children and how they really feel.
Yeah.
About the breakup of the family, in a sense.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was just thinking that could have just been her reacting to that breakup, the divorce, and all that stuff. Maybe it was finally getting to her, and that's why she was crying.
But apparently, which we're going to get into later on today, it's Upload Sunday, you all. But apparently, Mykelti.
Upload Sunday.
I know. Actually, one of our subscribers came up with it, and I'm like, you know what? I like that Upload Sunday. We should try to keep that up. But apparently, Mykelti is reviewing the show. Cody.
Yeah, she's on Patreon.
Yes, she is. Which we'll get into that later and everything. But one thing that I like about Mykelti's versus Gwen's, I feel like I feel like they both react to it differently, and I feel like they both cover for certain people, which I mean, honestly, it's their family.
You feel like
I
Gwen
totally
does
get
it a little more.
I feel like Gwen is more.
She's trying to remain neutral. She's trying not to take sides.
She's trying so hard to remain neutral, and also it seems as if she's kind of nonchalant about a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, she doesn't want to.
And she tries to cover it with humor. Well, that's what I'm understanding with her. With Mykelti, it seems like she's really trying to cover for Cody and Robyn, but I feel like with her, she seems a little bit more reactive than Gwen, so that's why I feel like I kind of like Mykelti's more, because I mean, even yeah, but I feel like also Gwen is quite opinionated, but I kind of like how they both do it differently. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's my only thing. But I feel like Gwen is also reactive, but I feel like her and Mykelti, they kind of cover for who they are. My thing is, I don't get why Mykelti is covering for Cody and Robyn so hard. I feel like she is just, I think Gwen is in a different space where she's kind of starting to see her father a little bit, but she still recognizes that she wants a relationship with him. So she's not going to go all the way there. Mykelti, I feel like she is still, like, she is a fresh guppy in this thing. She's still swimming around trying to figure out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's
and she did say she doesn't really want to watch.
She said she does not. She thinks it's really hard.
Get into hers on her own channel, on the other one.
And I mean, I know some people have been saying that that it's a little annoying that they have to pay for it. My thing is, it's their life. If you don't want to pay for it, then that's fine. You can just watch other YouTubers who are able to get their content, whatever. But I don't think there's anything wrong if they're telling you guys come up to Patreon and pay for it. I feel like
it is hard enough for me to sit down and want to watch my family.
Exactly. And then also the emotional trauma for that. This woman has 3 kids. I don't know why people wouldn't just want to support her. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're so invested in the family, you should also be invested in the kids. So I don't think there's anything wrong with paying for it. You know, me personally, I would pay for Patreon and stuff, but I'm just not.
The way I feel is that this is their private story. You know what I'm saying?
And they really don't get a say necessarily. Like, Cody kind of decided it because the man was in poverty, as we will talk about later, eating MERs.
And I don't know if they necessarily, I really don't get the feeling that they're doing it for the money, for the Patreon. I think that they want their voice to be told, right? They want their voice to be heard. Yeah. But I don't think they want to necessarily just go onto a public platform and just give it for free, because in a sense, probably the people who pay are the ones who will also think about the questions they're asking. Like, there's a level of, maybe kindness if you're going to be paying and staying on their Patreon, because they can always kick you off and you only get the information. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's why. But I don't have anything wrong with that. I just feel like this is their voice that they want to be. It's kind of like them sitting down and writing a book that gets published. You're gonna have to pay to get the book, right? It's just now they're doing there's this means to do it, and you can do it on Patreon.
And I mean, you see Mykelti, she's there instead of her here, making content or whatever for people and stuff like that. She could actually take care of her kids. She was sitting down there with her kids reviewing it. All of that is time and work. Exactly. So I don't think it's right that people are complaining about, oh my God, how dare she have it on Patreon.
And I feel doubt like if a whole bunch, maybe just the cheapos. Yeah. But the cheapos, it's okay. Sometimes people don't have money.
It's okay.
Wait until it comes out
via other YouTubers or whatever.
Whatever. Yeah.
But support them. They need support. This girl has 3 young babies. And I'm sure she's not trying to go work and get a job. I mean, I will gladly go and pay for several Patreons for that girl. Because I have 3 young kids and she just had twins.
And not only that, it's their life. I mean, we all get to really be in their life and talk about them and stuff. But I am actually really happy.
I'm shocked that so many of the kids are watching it though, because I think Peyton's watching it, Mykelti's watching it. You know what's so interesting? It's Christine.
I think Peyton is on TikTok.
He's on TikTok, but he said he watches a lot of it from the TikTok clips that people send him. But you know what's so interesting? It's all of Christine's kids that are watching it. Has anyone noticed that? It's literally only Christine's kids. I have not seen Mary's child come out yet. I have not seen Janelle's kids. I have not seen
it is?
Robyn's kids.
Just like Gwen said. Gwen said that Janelle has been empowered by Christine. Yeah. And so I believe that Christine's children have been empowered by their mom.
She's such a lovely person.
What's going to happen is the other children will be empowered by her children. But they're leading the way. They're the vanguards.
I'm very happy for them to tell their truth.
Kudos for you, Christine.
Yes. But I think that's it. We're going to get into some more videos. But it is Meri.
And Amma.
And we guys have to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment down below.
And if you guys want to contribute to the channel via giving content ideas or whatever, please refer to our email down below.
Yes.
And if you guys are feeling like you want to give some extra love, you all, please refer down below to our Zelle. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the love, the support, the subscribes, the likes, the shares, the comments, all of it. We see it all, and we appreciate it.
Back.
We love you guys so much. We're sending a lot of love from Tanzania.
Since we came on, I actually have not been feeling well.
Mom's not been feeling well
for a whole week, actually.
Yeah.
And I'm still not really where I need to be.
She's not all the way, but
I think I said
she's
to you
trying
guys.
To tough it out.
Yeah, I think I told you guys that, you know, we started this YouTube actually because Meri has been asking me for 2 years now to do a YouTube with her so that the things that I talk to her about, I can actually talk to other people about. But for me, it is, I miss it if I'm not on YouTube because it kind of just takes me away from whatever I'm going through physically. It just kind of takes my mind away and makes me feel useful. So yes, we haven't been here, and so sorry about that for those who have missed us. But that's what's been going on. She wanted to come out and say something on the post over a week ago, like about a week ago when I was I was struggling. Even yesterday we did a video. We had to stop it like 3 times just so I could get through it. But you know, I told her not to. No, just not too long ago you said I was not well. I don't want people to start thinking this little sickie. Why does she keep on going here? Mama. So anyway, that's what it is. But love you guys.
Paula, we're getting back.
Yeah.